2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the John Deere Classic. Today's coverage is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with these two. This is a rivalry that could be one for the ages. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement they generate. An opportunity for a birdie here.
On a nice line.
Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
Here we are at the second tee.
You want to cut the corner as much as possible to shorten your second shot on this par 5. Should you do that, a very straightforward second shot will set up birdies and eagles all day long. Find the trouble off the tee, and you'll find trouble on the rest of the hole. Don't fool yourself.
Going with a 3-wood here. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, just missed. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently one stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. Teeing off here at the 3rd hole.
Par 3, 183 yards up the hill, blind tee shot. The big miss here is short right in that deep bunker. Should you find that bunker, you're also going to find yourself making bogey or worse. Anywhere on the green is a good shot.
This player is making a statement with that approach shot. I think this rivalry with Ricky Fowler is really inspiring him to fire at those flags.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. This hole is a long par 4.
Par 4, 448 yards, sweeping dogleg left to right, big tree in the middle, missed that, and you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. And he's down there.
And from around 135 yards. Going for less club here.
Yeah, that was a safe play.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Here's Ricky Fowler's next shot. Let's get back to it, shall we? Well, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5. That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. Here we are at the 5th hole.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
From around 120 yards here, he's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace. This should play. Well, that's beautifully judged. Lining up the birdie putt here. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will take him to 4 under. Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, make your birdie.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
And from about 105 yards.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Oh, standing ovation after that shot.
Heck of a shot, setting up almost a guaranteed birdie.
And that makes him tied for first.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Oh, well played. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. That'll sting a bit. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Great ball strike. It's a thing of beauty.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
Second shot here on the 9th.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Isn't the right distance?
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This putt to move into a tie for first. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
This hole is a par 5.
Par 5, 581 yards. Most players will be laying up for their second shots as a large pond on the right-hand side of the green will collect your golf ball if you hit a wayward one going forward in 2.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently tied for the lead. That's a well-played chip shot there.
Such soft hands.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Oh, how about that one? And that will take him to 8 under. Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot, but it doesn't seem like it's a tough one. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
Second shot here on the 11th. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, this one should find the surface. Good shot this. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
That one should find the surface. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Just building upon his advantage, he keeps making the important plays. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole.
Par 4, back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
Playing this shot from 120 yards. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th. That will drop, and it will extend the lead. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Par 4, 357 yards. Almost every player in the field will be giving it a whirl. Knock it on, and you could be rewarded with an eagle too.
That's a good-looking shot there. That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Sitting at 1 under. Okay, time to return to the action. Putting for birdie. Job done. Let's head to the next. Leading by 5 shots after that.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
That one's heading down Broadway. Time for the second shot at the 15. Opting for the 9-iron. This looks to be heading to the green. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to the action. A 7-footer right here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
This looks good. But that putt drops now 13 under par, heading down the stretch.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Should find the green. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Ouch, that hurts. And this one is for his par. Ooh, right by the hole. Just a short putt remaining here. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader. Now at the 17th hole.
Players looking for a fast finish on the par 5, 550 yards. Second shot does play up the hill, but there's plenty of room to miss your second shot around this green. Must make birdie for the players in the field.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
That was a gallant attempt. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. It's just about 3 feet away. You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done. Even for the day. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. And now that finds him in first place. If you want to win a TPC Deer Run, you've got to successfully navigate this challenging final hole.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. Missed the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Needs this one to kick right. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
This putt for him to win the event.
Looking good.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for your John Deere Classic winner?
What a spectacular performance all week long by this player. Clutch performance, clutch win by this player.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Genesis Scottish Open is about to kick off. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Thanks, Luke. Hi, Rich. Yeah, there will be fireworks out there today, let me tell you. These two players have been going back and forth at each other on social media. They have something to prove out on this golf course today.
Yes, he's got a sharp tongue and a clever game. Let's see how HV3 goes up against this player in this rivalry. Oh, that's frustrating. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. And as we head to the second, Rich, the players heading back towards the first tee.
Strong par 4 here, just under 500 yards. There's a bunker down the left-hand side you must avoid if you want a clear opening for your second shot. Narrow fairway up there. A good tee shot's a must.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Yeah, nicely played. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Oh, this looks pure. Well, that'll help you move up the leaderboard. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. As we head to the third hole, Rich, one of the very good scoring opportunities here at the Renaissance Club.
Yes, Luke, just about 600 yards or so. Players must hit it out to the left-hand side with their tee shots. Anything right is going to go in a huge cluster of trees where they're going to have all kinds of problems.
Rich, I know you've got terrific history in Europe. You've spent plenty of time over here. You've been revered by the European Tour. You broadcast to a European audience. How special is it for you to be here at the Scottish Open this week?
I absolutely love being back at the Scottish Open, Luke. Not only because of the venue, because of the fans in the game. They're so knowledgeable. You hit a shot to 30 feet and you hear all sorts of people hooting and hollering because they know how good of a shot that was. I mean, it had a bad angle coming out of a rough lie, whatever it is. I just love it coming back here because it seems like they have a interest, a knowledge, and a passion for the game, unlike almost any fans around the world. I think that being in Scotland, playing over here, and having to use your imagination, hitting all the shots that are required to play well over in Scotland is imperative. And I think this is why Americans love to come over here, because it's a completely different kind of golf than what they're used to back in the U.S.
Lovely effort, that. A couple under at this stage. Currently tied for third position. A tad wayward, but still on the surface. Setting up miles from the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Putting for a par now. Okay, let's head to the next. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
The Englishman Justin Rose currently leading this tournament, playing nicely on top. The fifth hole, Rich, a really good risk-reward short 4.
Most players, Luke, should go for this short par 4, but watch out for the green because this green has got all kinds of danger on it. Twists, turns, bobs, weaves, ducks, it's got it all.
So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Judging it beautifully.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that hole, this player sits in second, behind England's Justin Rose. Going with the 8-iron here. This one might need to get down a little. Oh, that's a great approach shot. This putt is of 9 feet.
Looking for another birdie here.
It's got a chance. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. And the 7th on the card, Rich, our second of the opening 9 par 5s.
Yeah, look, a fairly generous driving area. There's just a couple of bunkers you have to worry about. However, you find the fairway. Now your chances of making birdie or better increase significantly.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
That wasn't your best effort, was it? And he's down there. You got a read?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
It was on a good line. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. Now that'll hurt. 3 putting in for par. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Rich, as we face the 8th hole, what kind of decisions do the players face off the tee?
Well, most players aren't able to carry those fairway bunkers basically right in the middle of the fairway, so they have to lay up with a 3-wood or less, find the fairway that cambers pretty significantly from left to right.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. Oh, so close. Just a 4-footer remaining. And makes it for the bogey. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 9th is a strong par 3 reach, one of the longer ones.
It is. There's some bunkers on the right-hand side that you absolutely must avoid. If you miss it on the left-hand side, however, you've got to pitch uphill to a green that will slope away from you. A par here is a really good score.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. An opportunity to make a par here. That gets the job done. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Time now to make the turn for home, Rich. And this is an exciting part of the championship. What are your thoughts on this performance?
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Second shot here at the 10th.
Pretty good shot there.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Here we are, Rich, a wonderful opportunity on the table, the chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive, but I'm very impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the 2nd week in a row. Impressive. That dog will hunt.
Well, this would be a good putt to make, and with it, a share of 3rd spot. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5, and that will take him to 4 under. He's in a share of 3rd place.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Time for the second shot at the 11th.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Oh, good look at a birdie here. Oh, just missed. A par putt on the table. Nice line. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. The Spaniard, John Rahm, currently sitting in the lead as we check the rest of the standings. The 12th, Rich, par 3, just over 200 yards on the card.
You back uphill just a little bit. What really makes this hole difficult, Luke, though, is when the wind is coming directly in the player's face. When that happens, watch out. This hole is a doozy.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, Rich, how good is that? And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Just one off the lead after that hole. Another beautiful hole, Rich. This one right along the coast, the 13th.
Oh, this is breathtaking off the tee, isn't it? But don't let the views suck you in. Even though it's a wide fairway, you got to hit it down the right-hand side as this fairway pitches significantly from right to left. Find the fairway and happy days.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Getting ready to play their third. Just a stroke behind the leader. Ooh, that almost went down. He has this putt to save his par. That's a good putt to make, that one. Why don't we catch up with the V-man, Harold Varner III.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. As we move along to the next hole, they're currently tied at the top of the leaderboard with John Rahm.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. Ouch, that hurts. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Currently 5 under for the day. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. That's nicely done. The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in John Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think John Rahm's name would be #1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the John Rahm era right now. Sitting at 5 under par in their round. In second place. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Well, it's fair to say that fortune favours the brave, Rich.
Yes, it does. And being just one shot back, things are getting interesting.
Let's return to live play now. Top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt.
Yes, Luke, and only 2 holes to go in this event.
Well, it's a bit disappointing. A great opportunity here for him to drop this putt and get closer to the lead.
One of the good guys out there, Luke. I am hoping for this one to fall.
Ooh. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. And free putting for par on this hole. All right, Rich, the 17th.
This is an amphitheater style green. All sides kind of work back towards the green. There is a little front left section, though. When they put the flagstick over there, you have a really good opportunity to hit it in there close.
Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Just didn't drop. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
This is what they have left for par here.
Well done. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. And as we make our way to the finishing hole here, Rich, how is this 18th at the Renaissance Club?
This is an absolute brute, Luke. Just under 500 yards, and you must find the fairway. You cannot geek it down this hole off the tee. There is danger both left and right.
Well, they need to stick this close. A birdie would tie them for the lead and force a playoff. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
And this putt is for a final score of 65. Ooh, right by the hole.
Unfortunately, no. Gave it a good run, but at the end of the day, didn't get it done.
Putting for a par here. And that brings to an end his event. Sadly, no back-to-back victories here for this player, Rich, but you'd have to be impressed with their performance overall.
Luke, unfortunately, not getting the back-to-back wins. Came ever so close, but unfortunately coming up just a little bit shy. Still awfully impressed with this week's work.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Royal Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Who delivers when it matters most? That's the joy of any rivalry. And this is a good one to win. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Well, that'll play.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Currently 1 under for the round. Well, now let's see if we can get some more insight on this week's venue. John, what have you been seeing here at Lachlan Crossing? The players may want to keep their mind on this week.
Well, Luke, one thing I've been seeing is a lot of excitement in the crowd. People love when the PGA Tour comes to Scotland. And if you open your eyes, you can see why. This is a classic Scottish links layout. Giant fairways and greens. And some of these greens are shared greens, so a couple holes using the same green, which is kind of a hallmark of some of these old Scottish courses. These links fairways are rugged, to say the least. Hard to tell where some of these shots will end up after they come off the club face because of the undulation in the fairways. One other thing to be aware of is the pot bunkers. There are some really small ones out there as well, and they can be very sneaky. You never know where they might pop up. Luke, I love being in Scotland, love breathing in that crisp Atlantic air. Can't wait to see what happens on the course this week.
Opting for the 9-iron. This one heading towards the green. Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the third.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
And that will drop in for a birdie.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Standing up over this one after a bunch of birdies.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely through the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Oh, well done. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. That was a gallant attempt. It's just about 3 feet away. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Now 2 shots up after that one. Next up is this 2-shot hole. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Second shot here on the 5th. Well, this one's going right at the flag. A quality shot, that. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say. A little birdie look in here.
Was on a good line. And that should secure the par on this one. So, still currently in the lead after that hole. But Tiger Woods is lurking in second place. Here we are at Lachlan Cross in the 6th hole. It's one of those par 5s. It just feels like it's a tad too far to reach into.
It is, especially when it's going into the prevailing wind, which is how this hole was designed. Go ahead and just bail out to the right. Avoid those bunkers completely. Then you're going to go ahead and lay up once again out to the right-hand side. Don't challenge the bunkers. It's not worth it. Not unless you know for a fact you can get on in 2. From there, you're going to have a nice, simple pitch shot from, oh, I don't know, 80, 90, 100 yards to a green. Fairly undulating, but still just begging to be birdied.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? 5 feet coming up to the cup. Oh, that's frustrating. Putting for par. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Yeah, that one's looking good. Another fine-looking strike, this one. It'll find the green.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. We've reached the 8th hole. That was absolutely murdered. And now over to Justin Rose.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And back to the play, shall we? Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. That's a heavy lie this player has drawn. Choosing the 9-iron here.
Nice out the rough here.
This one's for birdie. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3. Time to take their approach shot into the 9th. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Nice stroke. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like the position.
Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. Currently leading by 2. Going with the 5-wood. Always frustrated by missing a green.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise missing this one.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Oh, just missed. A bogey putt awaits. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. The 11th hole at Lachlan Crossing is a strong par 4, 470 plus yards from the back tees, and there's plenty to contend with, Rich.
Luke, just that one menacing bunker right in the middle of the fairway that's going to drive you crazy as a player. However, you miss it. Now you got a second shot with, funny enough, no bunkers on the green. It's got a lot of undulation to it, especially on the front right part of it, so you can't afford to miss it there. Anything missing out to the left, though, just fine, my friend.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here. Yeah, this is looking nice.
Well holed. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Sitting at -3, currently leading. Great shot. What's in front of them, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
This one's tracking.
Just hammered that through the line. Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Here we have a par 5.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
Second shot here on the 13th. That's a little untidy. And here we are with the third shot. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Oh, that was pure. Good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. Oh, so close. This is a par putt. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And now over to Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Midway through the closing 9 here at Lachlan Crossing. His 14th hole is a par 4 over 450 yards.
Once again, Luke, just another gem of a hole. Massive bunker out there in the center of the fairway. But for most players, it's not going to come into play. Anything down just the right-hand side of this fairway is ideally placed. The second shot, you got to clear, I don't know, a lot of beach there to a green that's probably got more undulation than any other one on this golf course. And massive green, lots of opportunities to do good, but also a lot of opportunities to do some bad.
Not a bad play, that one. Good chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under. Ouch, that hurts. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? Second shot here on the 15th. How close was that to going down? Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Go on, get in the hole. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
And with just a slim lead with 4 holes to go, do they have what it takes to get the job done?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. He's currently sitting in 1st place.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Going with the 7.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Lots of greens and regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
Let's see if we can make this. Keep the par on the card. Just didn't drop. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Leading by a couple after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Taking aim from around 190 yards here. Currently leading by 2. Opting for the 5-iron. That's tiny. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Beautiful shot. And that will take him to 4 under. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
That drive was simply astonishing.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
Get this putt to drop, and he'll win the event here. Okay, steady now. All right, let's see if they can compose themselves and knock. And that's going to do it. Holds the putt for victory. Well played.
Backing up the Brinks truck once again this week. Filling it up.
And as we recap all our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to our gal on the ground, Henny Koyak, for bringing us all the action from this group today.
Thank you, Luke. The pleasure was all mine. I got to see some incredible shots and some not so good stuff, but what a day.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the 3M Open. Today's coverage is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
So that's the final word from Beamer. Let's see how this one goes. This one could take a little bounce to the left. Always nice to have a birdie putt. It's tracking. Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at first.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Well struck. And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
They've chosen to club down on this one.
They're well played.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
This one's on line. Ooh. Just 3 feet to the cup. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Currently 1 under for the day. Rich, the third hole plays as a par 5 for when people get to play the course casually. But in this PGA Tour event, it's a strong par 4.
It is just over 480 yards, and the line off the tee is at those 2 fairway bunkers through the fairway. From there, you'll have an open look to this green that moves from back to front. It's truly a strong par 4.
This shot from around the 200-yard marker.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Ooh, this would be handy if he could bounce right. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
That was a gallant attempt. An opportunity to make their par. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And unfortunately dropping back to even with the card.
Unfortunately backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Oh, just missed. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Oh, nice looking putt. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. There's plenty of twists and turns around TPC Twin Cities, and the 5th is another.
Massive, massive fairway here at the 5th, so tee it high, let it fly. Second shot straight back up the hill to a green that's fairly flat with a little bit more movement in the back portion of it. It's a cool design.
Playing from around 110 yards out. Just 3 back from the leader. That could play.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Oh, so close. Par putt coming up here. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. This shot now being played from the fairway bunker. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. Rich, the par 5 6th, reachable in 2?
Most definitely, but you have to take an aggressive line down the right-hand side. Hitting it anywhere left into that bunker or otherwise is just a no-go zone. Out to the right-hand side, though, you get a clean look at this green. Water over on the left-hand side. The obvious place to miss your second is out to the right.
Got to say, Rich, you've got to love where this player is sitting at the moment. This late in the season, holding top spot in the FedEx Cup. Really, they've become 100.
I can't imagine being in a better spot this late in the season, being number one, knowing full well that you've almost basically got your ticket to the Tour Championship, but you just want a little bit more than that. They've had a fantastic year. Let's see if they can keep up this good form and finish the season in first place.
Playing their 4th shot. 4 shots behind our leader. Didn't that look good for a long time? 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
That will work. And this is a familiar sight. Jon Rahm leads this tournament. A chance to be aggressive here, Rich, at the short par 4 7th.
There's really no reason to be, because there's not much room up there, and only the biggest hitters in the game could possibly get it on this green. Just lay it up with a long iron or a fairway metal. That will leave a short second shot to a green that's flat and is just begging to be birdied.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And he needs this to save par.
Yep, tracking well.
And as we check in on the leaderboard, it's Jon Rahm on top. Over to the par 3 8th we go, and it's 205 yards.
This is a really cool design long par 3. As you can see, the green is not very deep. It is wide, and there's lots of pin placements to use on this green. Probably my favorite hole on the golf course, Luke.
No green in reg, but a chance to save their par. Wow, that was handy holding out from there.
That was spectacular, Luke. Great work. Great shots.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Rich, this golf course designed by the legendary Arnold Palmer, and the 9th resembles the 18th of his Bay Hill Club and Lodge.
This is fraught with danger everywhere. Out to the right, out of bounds comes into play quickly. If you miss it over to the left, there's waste area that you want no part of. Find the fairway, and the second shot demands you keep it left of that water. Anywhere on the green on the left side is a fantastic play.
Opting for the 5-wood. Dad got a little out of control, I think.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Lovely touch. Well played.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Rich, good position for this player. Just 3 back with 9 to play. Do you sense them making a charge?
Yes, but 3 back with 9 to go, they're going to have to start taking chances. They're going to have to start firing at every flagstick they can see.
Wonderfully played. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Look like this one's heading to the beach. That's not the shot they're after.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Okay, phase one complete. You've got to make a good putt here. An important putt here. They make it. They're into the top 5. Ooh, right by the hole. Putting for bogey here. And down it goes. And now over to Tony Finau.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. The 11th, though, a sterner par 4, measuring 470 yards.
Straight back uphill as well, Luke. You don't want to be in that fairway bunker on the right-hand side, so bail out just a little bit to the left. Second shot, straight back up the hill to a green that is very deep.
Playing from around 190 yards out.
Wind coming right at him.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt.
Well, if he holds this, he's going to apply some serious pressure to Tony Finau. Finau will be saying, hey now.
This one looking really good.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Players face an elevated tee shot at the par 5 12th ridge, but keep an eye on the water.
Keep an eye on the water. No need to hit driver here. Just take out a 3-wood, and that golf ball will chase down the fairway quite nicely. And the second shot slightly back uphill. I think most players will have no problem reaching this green in 2.
You like that, didn't you? And here we are with the 3rd shot. 4 strokes off the lead. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Super shot that. And a spot in the top 5 also with that great shot. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Nicely done.
And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. Ouch, that hurts. A par putt awaits. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. When they stand on the tee at the par 4 14th, Rich, I'd imagine that fortune favours the brave.
It does. I think that players, should they decide to take this tee shot on with a driver, want to go at the second fairway bunker as this fairway pitches severely from right to left. The driver will get you in there close enough to hit wedge for your second shot, which turns a difficult hole into an easy hole.
Opting for the 9-iron. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. And this putt to move into 2nd spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it.
Big moment for this player with just 4 holes left.
The 15th, par 4, but a strong one.
Fairly simple and straightforward tee shot here as the fairway pitches in from both the right and left-hand sides. So hitting the fairway shouldn't be much of a problem. From there, the second shot goes straight back up the hill to a green that's protected by bunkers on the left-hand side.
Henny, What's the player facing here?
The wind's starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice.
Quality shot, that one. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And back to the course with the live action. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
This for a birdie run.
Get in. That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead. And it's John Rahm in the lead. And Rich, here we are at the 16th at TPC Twin Cities, and not a long hole, but there's plenty of trouble around.
Water right, bunkers left, but let's face it, Luke, not a long hole, no need for the driver.
This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. And Rich, I just keep watching this name moving north on the leaderboard. They're pulling out all the stops right now.
Tell you what, they're getting an awful lot out of their round. If the leaders aren't careful, this player could catch them.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
This will be a clutch up and down for him. Inside a couple of shots here. This would be a good putt to drop.
Solid little par putt here.
Okay, steady now. Well hold. Let's move on. And a very familiar sight. Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. Going with the hybrid. This one is right down the pipe. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Okay, time to return to the action. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard.
And only one hole to go in this event, Luke.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. He currently shares 4th position.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
And as this player begins their final hole, they're 2 shots off the lead. Second shot here on the 18th hole. Going with the 5-wood. That should find the surface.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And this putt for a final score of 68.
Starts off on a good line.
That signs off on this player's performance for the day. Rich, obviously close but no cigar, but you've just got to hand it to this player for making that final round charge.
It was impressive. From the very opening tee shot, this player was focusing on making birdies early and often. Unfortunately, not able to make enough today to get the victory. Still a lot of fun to watch.
Myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios. Thanks for tuning in.